Well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of. Gacha review is feeling much rarer and rarer these days, because of the other stuff that's been going on with me. But actually, this also videos of this particular nature feel quite rare as well. What was I going to say? So yes, I am doing. In fact, well, as a result of that, because I'm looking forward to getting back into this because this is a franchise, or dare I say, a franchise that used to be quite commonly featured on the channel before we caught up with everything that was currently available. And now we're in the process of seeing how mostly the same two creators, give or take some others that have joined since, um, have been progressing forward through film school graduations, channel deletions at one point as well. Um, and here we are now, and it seems like those two are potentially crossing over again, as I believe somebody said that this will like finish off with like in the Ballet Pops or something like that, implying that the Ballet Pops have some sort of involvement here. So I know, especially I think this is like your first time being one of the Pops reviews, so that's a little bit of like context behind that for your benefit and that of the other people who have joined us since. But we're going to go back to one of the ones that consistently surprises me quite a lot, actually, and makes more strides forward in doing like Pops content than we give it credit for. That being Eurovision Pops. I'll say this: it's been 11 months since the last episode came out since I reviewed it, and I only bring that up because I forgot to go back and like reacquaint myself what's going on. So I'm going to be a little bit confused as to what's going on right off the bat. So what have we missed on this series? I suppose a fair amount. I believe there was the classic pop confession to your dance was your dance partner or one of the princes, I believe, last time. The series that one pop died. Yes, it is that series, the first one to ever have a pop die on screen, or at all for that matter. So that's the first stride that it absolutely made. And it seems like we're dealing with different types of fallout this time from what the brief frames I saw of this episode. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and take a look and see what's actually going on. Remind ourselves of what came to be. So without further ado, on with the review. Okay, right off the bat, so, Jonny does like to use like some weird transitions sometimes, and I guess that's the first example of that. It's eerily silent immediately. I know it's been only like 3 seconds so far, but it feels like that should have been accompanied with some sort of sound effect or something like that to make the transition pop a bit more. I don't know. But anyway, how do you think Tom's going to feel about Sophia after he finds out, Alina? This I do remember because Thomas and Sophia went on a date last episode, and I believe Sophia was, confessed who she was at that point. Yeah. Well, knowing Thomas, he'll be shocked, but hopefully he'll forgive her. I guess forgive her for not telling him originally. If I may ask, who is this Thomas person? I guess you weren't involved much in the last episode. He's Sophia's boyfriend who happens to be a prince. Oh, I always wondered what the royal life was like. I assume it varies from place to place what the royal life is like. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we do have sound effects. So this is just like an eerily musicless video, but with the sound effects for the teleportation. Okay then. Anyways, hey Sophia. Is everything okay? Also, by the way, I don't know if that was out of sync for me or just for like the video in general. So I won't say anything about that. Thomas didn't break up with you, did he? He didn't. I just feel embarrassed for staying in pop mode when I teleported back to him. Oh, okay, that's what happened. So you found out by accident this time. Honestly, that's a lot better because I know that in the past, Jonny has like had characters reveal their identities for almost no reason right off the bat. So the fact that it took, up to this point, and there was, believable consequence there. Yeah, I like that. I pressed on pause, by the way. He does forgive you, though, right? Yeah, he understood. Well, I gotta go get ready for rehearsals. I'm representing Austria at Gacha Vision. Oh, this was another thing that Jonny was doing. Gacha Vision. I remember he asked for submissions of songs for Gacha Vision. So I submitted like a couple of ones myself. Actually, I was gonna do that at a certain point. I'm not sure if that was meant to be like an external competition, done like a separate series, or if it was only for this series. And he was going to use those songs that we sent in as samples for the characters. I don't quite know. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Then you go ahead and you go ahead and rest. I won't torment you tonight. But still, Gacha Vision. Don't know what's the plan with that aside from this. I suppose. And it's in the Wiener Strategie, or I don't know how to say that. In Vienna. Wiener Stadthalle, or something like that. So yeah, there we go. Go with that. Okay, we'll find. Oh, by the way, they were just in Vienna last episode on a date, so I guess we're going back there. Even though the episode does promise Paris as a world tour, so I guess we'll maybe this is like the beginning of like the next like quest arc or something, sort of like Jazz Pop season 4, where it was where it was a whole quest series and a long running adventure. Maybe that's the idea. Oh, Seb, well, hello again as well. I mean, I think this might also is this also your first Pops video that we've been doing? I'm not sure. Okay, that feels out of sync to me, but again, it might not be. Maybe we can go on a tour of different countries that are in Eurovision. Oh, so she's staying in Vienna and they're not going over? I thought they'd go over like see her perform or something. All things considered, they very easily could have done that. So yeah, I guess they're gonna randomly decide to go on a tour. This used to be a problem back in like the early days of like the original Disco Pops, where most episodes would start with the Disco Pops being like, being bored in the living room and decide like, oh, what are we gonna do today? We're gonna do this thing. This sort of feels like the same way here, where they have like an inkling of what to do, or but they sort of come up with this plan of Noah being like, ah, yes, we could also do in relation to Eurovision, you know, something something that I'm just going to suggest here and not, set up in the best way possible. I can see Jonny was trying that because I have criticized him before for not setting up his plot points properly or trying to get to a specific point in a story and without concerning himself with how he gets there. And this is definitely a little bit of an improvement overall, but still a ways to go, I'd say. How late am I? A minute and 27 seconds worth of content. So we basically just saw the fallout of the last episode of it seems like Sophia is still like blaming herself and feeling guilty for, revealing her pop mode to her boyfriend, who has forgiven her for doing so, but it seems like that was she's still hung up about it, obviously. Another one of them who found about this, right off the bat, has just disappeared from the scene after being exposited all what happened last episode, off to represent Austria in their home territory, actually, in Eurovision, now that I think about it. So, yeah. Oh, you want to join? Yeah, okay, sure. Were you were you considering whether or not joining would be too confusing or something? I don't know. But there you go. So yeah, then they just randomly just said like, oh well, what are we gonna do while she represents Vienna? Are we gonna go support our friend? No, we're gonna tour around different places in Eurovision without any sort of concrete plan. The way they said like world tour, I thought we were gonna go like on a musical tour, and that'd be like, you know, kind of like a setup basically of of them like actually doing like the pop star aspect of their superhero life. But I guess not. I guess it's just a pleasure journey. Also, I just unpaused it, but there's no music here. Good idea, Cass. Only where would we go? Could it be that we're going to go to the first place that lots of Jonny videos go automatically due to prior connections in the series? And yes, maybe Paris. That way we can visit Jess and Amy. And I can show around Lisbon. That's my hometown in Portugal, which is a pretty far distance away from Paris, I must say. You know, if you imagine that like France is here, Spain is here, and Portugal's here, little bit of a gap there between those two. Like this was like down here more or less in Portugal. So so I don't know about that one. I mean I guess all the pops can teleport, but it was also her idea to go around to Paris. So they're going to go to Paris to collect two people from Paris and then proceed immediately to go to Portugal. Is that the plan? You girls can go without me. Oh no. Is she too sad to join on the to partake in this journey? Or alternatively, she wants to spend time with her boyfriend and, you know, make sure that they're both okay and, you know, things aren't going to be too weird between them now. That might make sense actually if she stays for that reason. Although I do suspect that this is partially because, as I mentioned before, there was some hints I got about a crossover with the Ballet Pops. So maybe this is Jonny trying to reduce the number of characters going on a certain journey in order to facilitate that. That might be the reason behind that. Especially because thanks to, you know, season 2 of Ballet Pops, it's now possible to do things like to do crossovers with the series set in modern timeline. Anyway, Sophia, I'm sure it'll help take your mind off of this. Okay. On the other hand, you know, a girl's journey would be, you know, would make sense. But I think that's another excuse why they could have like gone. If that'd been like the original suggestion as to why they were going to Paris, you know, to get a mind off of things or something. Honestly, for people who can teleport and don't have to worry about, you know, travel expenses for the most part, obviously food and, you know, all that. Yeah, I guess that would, you know, kind of make sense. Maybe give us some retail therapy or something. Actually, Paris is really bad for retail therapy because everything's so expensive there. Maybe somewhere, maybe drive out of the city center a little bit first. You know, go to like Boulogne-Billancourt or something like that. They're still in Paris technically. Actually, speaking of that, remember I mentioned this before about the fact that speaking of Boulogne-Billancourt, when I went there, I actually I actually went to like the site of like where like the factory was in Code Lyoko, and then like walking back from there, like that I saw like there was actually because there's no like memorabilia or anything to do with Code Lyoko there whatsoever. The factory itself is not there anymore. It's now a culture center, you know, all that stuff. And then I just walked past a random shop, and it was just the worst moment possible for me to see an entire like window stand dedicated to Miraculous. At the time, I had not seen that much of the show yet, and that was the most resentful I ever got of that series' existence before I actually saw it and enjoyed it. So, yeah, that's probably why I thought about that first of all when it comes to, you know, Paris experiences. Now, let's go pack our bags and book. Oh, yeah, and hotels. They go about hotels too. Let's go get our bags packed and book hotels. 3 days later. Okay, I guess they might have like okay, depending on if they were looking like flight availability or something, then maybe that'd been a 3 days later situation. But again, they can teleport, right? So, I mean, obviously ignore for a second that all the pops travel, basically without going through any sort of border control. Ignoring that for a second. Yeah, I guess maybe they, that it wouldn't have taken them like 3 days to arrange that, I would have thought. Unless the hotel they wanted to book was, booked, I suppose, abandoned and completely full. I don't know. Anyways. Paris. The city of love. Bikini Bottom. I think I see the I wouldn't be surprised. There aren't many places in Paris where you can't see the Eiffel Tower. It is one of the tallest structures ever built. And I can tell you from the times I've been in Paris, it is basically visible from virtually everywhere. You'd have to be on like on like a particular like long building or something and looking the other direction or something, being blocked by the ceiling to not see the Eiffel Tower. Yeah. I don't know, Paris, I think Jake lives around there. Well, I don't live around Paris because, like I obviously live in the UK, but I mean, it's, I guess, relatively near to me compared to Jonny, who I know is US based. I've been there a couple of times, once in 2014 and once in 2022. So, I've seen what it's like there on a couple of occasions. The first time, actually, was right before my 14th birthday, so I went there 13 and came back 14. Anyway. Ooh, should we take a photo? I mean, you can. Sure. Who should take the photo? I don't know, but whoever takes the photo, hold on. Okay. Video unloaded first of all. Which one of us should take the photo? I don't know, but either way, whatever you do about the photo, I would suggest doing so off of the street. Get out of the road, you fools. Oh, well, who should take the photo? A known journalist. I suppose that makes sense. you know, welcome Paris, a city with a population of like, what's the population of Paris again? Let me just check that. Actually, I don't know that off the top of my head. Let me just look. Let's see. Paris population 2026, because why not? The estimated population of Paris within city limits is about 2.05 million people in 2026. We've got some Home Alone 2 Lost in New York City logic here when it comes to bumping into known people in this city. Just saying. Oh my goodness. So we're in Paris. I wonder who's going to be the Max characters, D-Max characters. Yeah. What's the California population? Well, California is a gigantic state, right? So presumably, like far more than just than 2.05 million. Paris is one city. That's not really super comparable. But I guess for the sake of argument, why not? Let's just see. California population, yeah, obviously 39.3 to 39.6 million. Which makes perfect sense. Anyway, speaking of bumping into known people, hi Bon.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, it's just as likely where you're just like, you say that it's like out of 2 million people, you'll find this one person. Well, to be clear, Jacob Butter, I found you in a sea of billions of streams and billions of people. So,
Yes, when you didn't know me, the thing is that that yeah, like obviously obviously even like our existence overall, given like out of like the millions of sperm cells that could fertilize a particular egg, the fact that we all exist here right now is statistically nearly impossible. So yes, just because things are likely to happen doesn't mean they won't happen. Granted, but again,
fair.
they know who Alia is, and they're just in the area, and the first person they want to ask to take a photo, or they could ask to take a photo, happens to be also walking in the street, by the way, but but known journalist Alia Césaire. Okay, all right then.
Big fan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey girls, you must be Amy's friends that race to Eurovision. How would you know that? Did you get a photo of them?
Just make sure to yell it out in the street for everyone to know. Hey girls! It's Eurovision Pops, but not in their platforms! Hi guys! I can't believe you're in Paris!
I guess you did at least say, you know, Amy's friends related to Eurovision, although that would give people the impression that they are connected with the contest in some form, as potentially the performers, or at least people who work there, I don't know. So that might raise some eyebrows, just not as many. And actually, I just realized that, you know, that getting a photo of this lot is actually not that impossible for her. Her best friend is Marinette Dupancheng, so yeah, absolutely, she can get photos of everyone. OMG, you're Alia Césaire! No, well-known journalist. Yes, exactly.
Whoa.
You think you could take a photo of us? Wow, I'm such a big fan of you. Here, take a photo of us.
No way, famous person. Take a picture of my group.
It's like Holy Musical Batman. Oh my gosh, the Green Lantern and Superman. Oh, I gotta get a photo. Here, take this.
For real.
Yeah. Sure, and you can just call me Alia. I do love how, like, the angle of the photo does not match in the slightest with the perspective she would have gotten from there. There's no way. So, how I would have done this for somebody who doesn't like want to do like custom backgrounds or camera angles or whatever, which, by the way, kudos for like picking a background that actually does kind of look like a street in Paris. Not gonna lie, the thick sidewalks are the giveaway there. Because Paris actually made it so that the architect who designed a lot of Paris actually made it so that the sidewalks were as thick as the buildings were tall. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so if you don't want to choose like custom back and stuff, like yeah, obviously understand that. What I would have done was just like had them back away a little bit, and then have like Alia be forward, so then she could like aim the camera, and then I don't know, like have just them and then zoom in the camera to show like the photo. That would have worked. Anyways, thanks, Alia. By the way, how did you disappear like that for? She used her miraculous. She turned invisible. Anyway. You're welcome. Maybe you guys can head to the... Okay, I know what Jonny's trying to do here. He's trying to say, you know, because... Okay. Right. So, boulangerie and pâtisserie are not specific indicators of where something is. And it's not like... It's not like the boulangerie that she's been referencing is called pâtisserie. It's not like, you know, it's the boulangerie called pâtisserie, right? That's not what that means. The thing is that the Duponchengs, they don't have their name. I guess like they might have their name like visible like on top there, top of their bakery, but it's not. But everyone refers to it as the Duponcheng Bakery. That's what it's called in universe, and that's what it's supposed to be. Because boulangerie and pâtisserie is just a descriptor of what type of building it is that you can go inside. There's even like another side of it, which just says like viennoiserie or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the word is, but on a different window you can see that as well. So it's just a case of that's the establishing shot we tend to get of the Duponcheng bakery, and so that's what Jonny thought it was called. It's not. Just want to clarify that. That's Marinette's family bakery. Where is it near? Yeah, good question. Give us any other kind of indicator, please.
You know, next to Marinette's building.
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
kind of like the time in
where is
Dragon
that?
Ball when Goku goes to the city for the first time. Yeah. Well, yeah. I actually I didn't even know that was the name of the street. So that was a good pull there. If that's the case. Okay. Thanks, Alia. You're welcome. Enjoy Paris. All right, and I guess now we're inside. I presume this is supposed to be like inside the bakery itself, which is facilitated by the existing gacha background of a kitchen. I guess that's the idea.
I mean, I guess. Well, no, I don't know.
Because I
Has he
can,
ever done chroma key before? I can't remember.
I mean, yeah, maybe,
Can't
I'm
remember
not
it.
sure.
Hey! Oh, hey! You girls must be the Eurovision. Wait, I forgot. What? What?
I guess because again, we're supposed to be in like in like the customer area for the bakery, so there could be other people here. I guess, even though it looks like a
I
private
forgot.
kitchen.
Crazy. Good save. You kind of have to keep that a secret. So I
Okay,
really hope there are people in the bakery.
Another thing. This feels wildly out of character for Marinette here. She is the most paranoid person in her universe about concealing a secret identity. Except maybe Chrysalis, like what I haven't seen all season 6 yet, but that's the impression I get is that she's taken so many extra steps to conceal herself, more so than anyone else has. Maybe her, but aside from her, yeah, Marinette has like gone through every possible kind of torment, like risking almost like nothing whatsoever, only fully confessing her identity to one person after 4 seasons when she was at like her lowest point at the time. So, yeah, for her to be so nonchalant, specifically about identities of superheroes, doesn't align with her whatsoever. I mean, this is like older Marinette, so several years later, but still, even then, she would at least like sympathize with with the possible fear they might be sharing as well.
Oh, right. You guys have to keep that a
Or-
secret. Wink, wink.
Or not. Okay, I guess they don't care. Anyways, Amy and Jess having a sleepover if you want to join. Mm-hmm. This feels like Team Marinette other than Adult Marinette. Yeah, I've seen some concept art for like, well, it's not concept art. There's some like flash forwards where you can see the like adult Marinette having a different hairstyle. So yeah, this definitely seems much
Johnny's
more
gonna have a fit
Team
over
Marinette
that.
coded, which yeah, potentially. Or maybe she's like, I grew my hair back. That wasn't that was a phase I went through.
If only.
Yeah. No, I did. I asked Bunnix to go back and slap me in the face for considering that haircut before I went and got it. It never happened now. Anyway, sure.
Okay, I'll let them
Okay,
know.
I'll let them know.
No, my character.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah.
Hey, girls! You have visitors? What, from the bakery? Oh.
Ooh.
I was confused for a
Like,
second.
who dares disturb our sleepover would be my reaction, honestly.
The Eurovision Pops. I was thinking they could join your sleepover. Is that okay? We're at capacity, Mom. Too bad.
Yeah. If they actually if Jess's room is in Marinette's old room, yeah, they're not they have had people in that room, a lot of them all at once, but not to sleep. Anyways, of course they can join us, Mom.
Smiley face. Okay, Jess said you girls can stay here. Man, it really would have sucked if she said no and you guys were just right there, huh? Well, they did fly all the way
Yeah,
out.
although in fairness, this was like sprung. Well, yeah, you say said I don't know, they could have easily teleported, but yeah, I could have. I feel like they've been forgotten. Yeah, at least by the one person who would get the most uses out of them currently. Yay! All right. Hey, girls. How things in Turin? I like how you know what? Maybe they are at capacity because they don't have any room on the giant bed. They are all like bare-legged with their knees on the wooden floor. Why? That's
It's
gonna
like,
hurt so
yeah.
much. Scooch
They brought
over a
their
bit.
pajamas to the bakery? That's what I want to know. Did they have
Yeah,
to go all the way back to their hotel?
I don't know if it's implied that they went to the hotel first and then went outside to tour, or if they had just teleported into Paris and therefore would have had all their luggage with them before they went to the bakery. I'm guessing the latter, which means they might not have gone to the hotel yet at all.
Oh man,
But I need
guess
one
they're
now,
not
depending on
going
how
to.
long they're trying to stay.
Yeah.
Things are going well, and before you ask, my parents are doing okay as well.
Okay.
I would have asked that
Didn't know that was
specifically, but maybe previous episode details.
Actually, that wasn't going to be that wasn't going to be my question though, Alina. I was gonna ask Alina, why are you built like a flask right now? Like your legs are
Gotcha logic.
perfectly.
Well, gotcha clone physics. Yeah, about that. Sorry we possibly made you uncomfortable, Alina. From what I remember, obviously, like every single pop series that Jonny has at least one princess. I believe Alina is that princess. I think I'm remembering that correctly, and that's why
No
they were
way.
like, oh well,
She would have a crown. No one would
yeah.
recognize her.
Yeah, no, fair point. Yeah.
Who even is that?
Oh, there we go. Oh, I know you found out you were a princess, but I just wanted to apologize.
Who? Who'd they find out was a princess?
Our combined families have enough for joint history of stalking. We don't need any more.
Who found out they were a
Those
princess?
are the groups get out for changes, but Alia. Sorry? Oh yeah, no, I don't
Who found out they were
know.
a princess?
Is Ballet Pops
No,
good at all or no? Oh yeah.
It's absolute cinema.
Oh, yeah. Ballet Pops is the Ballet Pops is well, most people consider to be like the best out of the franchise, for good reason.
I mean, guys, Pop Pops is a close second, right? Who even is this flask
I mean,
person?
given that it's been accidentally canonized, probably.
No.
Oh, it's
Why
okay,
is there no
Amy.
music?
I don't know. There's not been any music this entire episode. It's very eerie to be like, okay, like
Sorry, I was reading the line.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No, go ahead. I cut you off. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, it's very eerie to unpause and having to like wait for the frame as well. It's like, did I unpause it? No, of course I am.
Yeah, I've been there too.
Get into position.
How is you know who doing in hiding? Is she still missing home? I don't know why I'm calling her you know who. It's you don't know who, actually.
She's warming up to us. That's not an answer to the question, right? Unless it means like they're hiding her somewhere nearby. If so, wouldn't she be like potentially here, or maybe she's at like Ali and Nino's house potentially? I don't know.
Maybe you could tell us what royal life was like growing up, Alina. Yeah, dance, monkey, dance.
Yeah, we were just talking about oh well, there was the other pop who's not in this in this episode because she's performing now. She mentioned before she was curious about the royal life, so I guess now we're gonna proceed to tell everyone but that character. Okay. By the way, Sophia is like staring off into like a corner of the room right now, fully not engaged with everyone else. But I guess that kind of makes sense. She's been through like a recent shock. I think she's going through like like the classic like processing trauma by staring at wall moment here. Or she's gonna turn around immediately. Okay, fine, sure, whatever.
Oh, she heard you.
Sure, my brother Amir and I were kids. We spent a lot of time together.
Yeah? What's so special about that? Do you guys not do that in non-royal families?
However, once teenage time came around, he suddenly said girls were gross and then decided to distance himself from me. He went to a personal tutor to study for being a ruler.
A tutor? For ruling? Isn't that just the king?
I mean, I would assume they would delegate the job to somebody else so that the king can rule. But yeah, I guess that's the idea. Oh, right, Discord's got rebooted. Oh yeah. I forgot Discord says not one but 2 reboots. Yeah. Okay.
What? I beg your pardon?
Yeah, no, we talk about somebody else entirely, not Princess Skin. I don't know. Yeah. When did your family start to notice you feeling sad? There it is. There it is. Okay. Had to happen eventually.
Single time, Johnny, I swear to God. Oh my God, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I don't want to go to this place because I'm sad. Everybody surround me while I feel sad. Enough with the sadness. We get it.
That almost happened to Sophia. She almost stayed behind out of perceived sadness. She didn't verbalize it, but it seemed like that was the reason. So
Good.
like, no, you need a break.
It like the rest of us do. That's how we go through life. We pick our battles. Let sadness come, roll off your back, and move on. Holy cow. You're sad because your brother went to go tutor to be a ruler. Get over it. God.
I think she is over it, and she's saying for like as like an anecdotal perspective that she was sad at the time and everything. I don't know.
I'll take everything back if she says.
I was 15 when my brother started to notice.
Sorry,
Wait, so her brother, the one who was absent most of the time, was the one who noticed first? Wow, okay.
Jacob, I made an edit of you? Oh my God.
Into Discord? Yeah, sure. I'll
Whoa.
clear out some stuff and put it on the screen once I've
oh yes,
once we get to another pause point. Okay.
Hey Mom.
Yes, sir.
Dad, I'm kind of worried about Alina. Oh my God, I'm jumping. She's just so sad.
Is this about your studies? Because we also been noticing Alina feeling lonely.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that. She's feeling lonely?
Yes, we noticed and proceeded to do nothing about it. Yeah. What do you suggest we do, son?
I don't know. You're your freaking dad. Maybe we should give her a couple of things to help her, like a personal maid and a puppy? Alrighty, that's how we fix all our problems, just giving stuff. You're sad, here's a lollipop. You're sad, here's exactly what you want. A personal maid? What even is that?
I think the idea is, I guess, personally, maybe like a lady in waiting or something for like for a princess. But like, I'm guessing the idea is that he's thinking of people or an animal in this case that would be able to keep her company, similarly to how a lot of people bought pets during COVID, partly as an excuse to be able to go outside. Yes, but some of them just because of loneliness. I think that's what he's going for here. That's a good idea, Mia. You there! You just walked into this room right now. You're now the princess's personal maid. It's my first day on the job. What am I doing? Go to her. Pardon me, your majesties and highness. Shall I go wake up the princess?
No, don't bother her. She's in her depressed emo phase. Leave her be. Let her sleep as long as you possibly can.
Shall I ask her if she wants to build a snowman? That worked last time.
Sure, back to you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, back it is actually. Yeah.
And actually, if you want, you can be Alina's personal maid and friend. Both these things. Somehow.
Oh,
Do it.
All right. Okay, she gets a choice. That's
Am I
good
gonna
of them.
raise?
Okay.
Of course not.
Mm-hmm. I've had enough of this chrysalis. Get him. I can't send whole emotions right now, so they can't really, I guess worry counts. But yeah, Hulk Montes, yeah, he died 3 times. Although we haven't confirmed if he's dead in the reboot yet. That's not been established, I don't think. In the new reboot, I mean.
To help with her loneliness.
Oh, a promotion? Thank you, Prince Amir.
I never said a promotion. I said do your job and don't get fired. That's a deal.
Thank you for the promotion. Bye.
I mean, you're welcome.
I've enjoyed this promotion. Thank you for. Bye.
Dang it.
Oh wow! She's wearing the exact same clothes in her flashback. What are the odds? Come on, Jonny. At least give her like one outfit change. You could do that.
You also like had pajamas on her for the sleepover, but she doesn't have pajamas on for her sleeping. You see? The math isn't
she just has a regular flask dress. Rise and shine, princess.
Perfectly stiff and upright. That's like an upskirt. You're flashing your maid right now. She can see right up there, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say she like ducked down specifically at that angle. Yeah.
Yikes.
That's why she closed her eyes.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're open now. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. That was a decent like fade open there. I can see the eyelids a little bit there, but aside from that, yeah. Oh, good morning, Bucket. Did you sleep okay? You look like you had a bad dream.
No, that's just how I sleep, jerk. Stop watching me sleep.
No, I'm just worried that Amir started preventing him from spending time with me. It's not really a...
I'm so done
That's
with
not
it.
really a
I'm
worry.
sorry. I'm so done with it. We get it.
That's not really a worry as much as like a fact at this point. Like that seems like it's been firmly established by now. The casual wears just a light blue dress. Oh, so she has the same PJs.
So it's
all the way back then. Okay.
Me. God.
Well, I have good news regarding that. He's asked me to be your pestle maid.
To replace his time that I spent with him. He's buying his time spent with him and replacing it with a maid. Okay. Really? I guess
Give me a second.
I guess he's that replaceable then.
Hello, it is me. I am the prince.
I love you. My brother would never say that.
Yeah. No. Well, first we got to get you dressed.
I don't think brother would do
the
that.
prince's face on it. Who knows? Maybe they did. I don't know. Ah, yes, an essential part of getting dressed: stroking one's hair. Oh, it was a brushing. Okay, brushing one's hair. Okay. Personally, I would have done that like after you got changed, because I have to imagine that. I might imagine that with long hair, it would be better to brush it after you've gotten changed, so you don't like have to, take something off over it and risk it getting tangled again.
I feel like you never had to worry about that, Jacob.
I don't know. No, I know. That's why I'm speculating here, but that just seems to me like the logical conclusion. I don't know. Someone else can back me up in the chat. What kind of dress we're thinking today, princess?
Maybe an
look. See, like her hair's already like. Maybe something on the casual side. But casual by royal standards, obviously.
If it's another flask dress.
Okay. I would just like it's folded. Oh, okay.
Casual.
All right then. Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Super casual. How How is that casual? Help me understand. You
Again,
went to
casual.
Paris in the flask and you called this casual?
Again, I'm guessing casual by royal standards. Forgive the intrusion, reviewers. Oh. Forgive the intrusion, reviewers. I sense a great deal of frustration. I can give you the power to rewrite this story.
Please, I beg.
And what should I call you? Script Doctor. There you go.
Script Doctor.
Sure, maybe the same color as the dress. What, you want to wear blue makeup on your face? Like, okay.
Ugh,
You want to be a
don't do
Smurf
that.
for the day? Sure.
Avatar.
Alrighty.
No! No, don't do it. Don't do it. No,
Alright, I'm gonna see you meant just an only eyeshadow. Not that there are different tons of makeup and you didn't really specify, but I'm gonna assume only eyeshadow.
Satisfied.
Here we are. Shall we escort you to breakfast?
Who is we?
Yes. The royal we, said by a non-royal. Good morning, sweetie. How are you feeling?
I'm wearing
Blue,
my
I imagine.
emotions. I'm blue.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh,
darn it. Yeah. We did it again.
A lot better after Bucky just told me to my personal maid now. Thanks, Amir.
He's really that replaceable. That's crazy.
Dead set
He's
to
gonna
his, set
be
to
done
his
his
face.
studies and he's gonna be like, "Oh, do you want to go back?" Nah.
And like that, the conflict was resolved. I've noticed a lot of the time that Jonny does a lot of sleepover episodes where he specifically goes into like that. That's his method of having like a character backstory of some kind or some anecdote in their from their past. That seems to be like how he always addresses those things.
What is Bond? I don't. My brain is like turned off today. Maybe just like maybe like the Grammarly God or something.
Oh,
Where I just
Script
go
Doctor and
into your
Grammarly God.
scripts.
That's
I go into your scripts and I like absolutely destroy them. Like you're the script doctor, but I'm like the script destroyer type thing. We're yin and yang.
oh, okay. So that yeah. it's like the hero and villain dynamic basically. That's
Wrong
the
your. That should have a semicolon. You dare use the half pause instead of the full length pause in my scripts.
I understand. The rise of the M dash from ChatGPT has corrupted you. But please, you must see reason.
This paper is 100% AI written. For shame.
You know what? I don't want to fight you anymore. Yeah, you can have this one. I'll be back another day. Anyway, it's even more good news. Yeah, are we going to see like an actual Gacha mascot, or are we going to cut to the present so we don't have to show the puppy?
Yep.
Yeah, and after breakfast, we picked out a very cute little puppy. The end.
I really hope it's a pet with a
Yeah,
Gacha
we'll see a
head
photo
on
of
it,
her?
just like Fluffy from Ghost Girl.
I really hope it's like an actual live action dog.
I would settle for both.
It's just. But ultimately, yes, please. We'd love to see a photo. Sure.
You gonna show it?
Okay. Gacha pet.
Aww.
A gacha pet. I love how like the phone is here in the foreground, but you can still see like the rest of the background behind.
I never understood this foreground thing, because this is something you can use in Gacha Club as a foreground asset. But I never understood this one.
Okay.
It doesn't blacken the rest of the photo. It just looks so dumb.
I guess this meant for when people like hold up something like to take a photo and then you're supposed to show like something else for the actual photo later, I think. Is my best guess. Oh, it's so cute. What's its name?
Loco Poco.
Ademi. Yeah. That's the word in Kazakh meaning pretty. She's so cute. Pretty, in fact. Oh, yep, definitely lives up to the name. There we go. I'm never escaping Fluffy. Not until the reboot happens,
I'm
you're not.
making sure you never escape Fluffy. Oh my god.
All right.
Jump
And
scare
now,
got to like too.
yeah, yeah. Misery. I think I know how we can beat those pops. Pretty sure this is like actual
really?
Misery and Doctor
That's
Ruin
what you
from
said 50
actual
times,
TV.
and yet.
Oh, sorry, it's Disruptor. My bad. Oh, yeah, so known for the beard. Yeah. Misery. I'd have to disrupt those pops.
Ugh. What is it now, Disruptor? You keep disrupting my peace with your stupid plans.
I found a curse online where the more embarrassing things they do, a Ficciones is summoned. That's right. That's where I thought you were going with this.
Disruptor. I think you just downloaded a virus again.
I was gonna make a TikTok joke, but that doesn't work with something being summoned now. Like people being rewarded for like the things that are the more embarrassing, the better.
Holy lag spike.
One problem. Here. One problem. The Super Pups will easily evade that.
One problem. The Super Pups will easily evade that. So how do you expect them to embarrass? How do you expect us to embarrass them? Yeah, it's true. You guys always end up embarrassing yourselves.
And apparently the glitch works if they embarrass themselves, based on how I was phrased that before, so we gotta trick them to do it themselves. I have an idea. We'll wait till one of their many sleepovers and record whatever they say in their anecdotes. Then we'll use that as blackmail material.
Oh my.
I don't think they know who they are, you know, their identities, so yeah. Well, you redid the edit?
Whoa.
Well, you'll just send me an edit, then you redid it immediately? Okay. Oh, it's a video edit as well. I thought you meant it just like an image, but okay. Even better.
I have to know, is it just you like moving in slow motion to like Gangsta's Paradise or something?
I don't know. I don't think Special knows that I made a Gangsta's Paradise parody. That was like 2017. Oh
my god, are we doing it now?
Oh, wrong. Oh, wait, wrong space. I'm gonna forget to import it otherwise. So I might as well cue it in.
Change it before you get the chance.
Which is exactly why I want to cue it in now. I want to get both versions. Oh, it's an MOV file. It's not recognizable. I gotta convert it first. Okay, once we do the final thoughts, I'll sort that out in the background.
Where's my edit, gang? You guys have so much footage. You guys have so much footage of my profile picture moving up and down. Come on, guys, work with me here.
They gotta edit you so it's like the DVD logo. Anyway, we won't embarrass the Super Pops. We'll instead embarrass one of their newer Pops.
Genius. Who is not super, apparently.
I believe they're called the Eurovision Pops or something.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Disruptor, you genius. That might actually work. They're far more susceptible to cringe than the Super Pops are. I guess they don't have as much self-awareness. Maybe that's why. Because yeah, the Super Pops don't really have much in the way of they can be very cringe, but that's obviously because of the target audience. So they're never going to actually address it. I know. But how do we embarrass them?
Well, there is a circus coming to Liverpool. Uh-huh.
Ah, yes, Liverpool, an area where they don't live. That I'm sure to
They'll
get
surely want to
their
travel
attention
all the way out
specifically.
there to go and see it.
You're more likely to cause damage where it's like where the actual Eurovision contest takes place, which according to this story is currently Vienna. Although we just saw Vienna last episode, so I guess like Johnny doesn't want to go back there yet.
I say we embarrass them there.
I say we embarrass them. Perfect! We're going to compose a diss track, perform it at
really
the
is.
circus, and truly humiliate them. Yes.
A diss track goes crazy.
I wouldn't put it past Disruptor. Honestly, they should have done a diss track episode in Super
He
Pops,
puts the
actually.
diss in Disruptor.
Yeah. See? It writes itself. I think the K-Pops are the oldest pop groups. Yes, technically they are. Well, at least by like the official standards. Yeah, officially it is the K-Pops. Maybe in this universe, the Blues Pops might be able to contest that claim. It depends what order those were introduced in. But yeah, something around that time. Yeah. The next day. This is what we think of you, Eurovision Pops. I mean, fitting for the circus. Anyway, well, we better get going. We're heading to Lisbon next, and not Liverpool. We're definitely not going to deviate to Liverpool for no reason.
Hey, look, a circus. Wow.
By the way, it looks like Jess and Amy are still in their PJs.
I was about to say.
That or Jess is a qualified martial artist. Ah, William, hello.
Yo.
I forgot that you made a timeline of this, by the way. So yeah, I guess that's worth noting. If the official pop groups are on there. Thank you for sleep over, Jess and Amy. Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Enjoy your trip to Lisbon. Like the second it lasts, if you teleport. Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Where did they go? Wait, did Jess not know?
Witnesses?
Well, Jess, you literally said that your mum literally said the Eurovision Pops are here to see you. You shouldn't be surprised by the fact they can teleport. Okay, so K-pop's still the oldest group. Okay. Also, the first example of a pop group that actually got disbanded at one point and then reunited. Which might have been the inspiration behind the Blues Pops, actually, now I'm saying that. Wait, you think they've been kidnapped by the bunglers? Even though they just said they were going to teleport away to Lisbon, you think that the bunglers specifically... I guess, like, the animation's different, and that's why. But if the bunglers could reroute their teleportation anyway, why make it obvious? And how do they reroute the teleportation? I think in like the official universe, their teleportation is tied to like their rings, which do work sort of like as a blend of magic and technology, and therefore probably could be hacked in theory. I guess that's how. But that also wouldn't have changed like the teleport animation. I wouldn't have thought. We got a warm Majesty. Majesty, Cheshire, come in. Hello, Amy. What's the matter? Ignore that in the background. Don't worry about that. Tell me what's going on.
Save me!
We're having a few... Cheshire, could you be dear and deal with that, please?
No! Save me!
We're having some recruitment problems. Our recruiter's taking a nap. Anyways, how can I help you? We might have suspicions that the bunglers kidnapped the Eurovision Pops. Don't worry, Amy. I will alert the Super Pops and they will help rescue them. Oh, so not the Ballet Pops.
How about you teleport them to your ship instead of sending other people to do your work?
By the rules of teleportation here, if someone gets kidnapped, they can't be rescued by just teleportation alone. You know,
Why?
at least one must go there physically and then rescue them, and that will override the teleportation. I can't tell you how many Pops episodes there were where one person got kidnapped, or more people got kidnapped. Someone who happened to not be in the scene came over and was able to rescue them because their teleportation still worked, and that was the resolution. Usually with no fights involved, mind you. Okay, hopefully they will. Oh, that's why it said this was going to be Ballet
it's a
Pops. It finishes in
crossover.
Ballet Pops because, which is bizarre to say that, because like, why would you have to summon the Super Pops then? Just summon the Ballet Pops in that case, and then that would be the easiest way to
They're busy.
to. Okay, sure. All right then. I suppose we're gonna have a, like, you know, potentially there's another longer wait because, you know, obviously. Okay, some Pops. Oh, I see. Okay, so. Oh, you mean like you just made like Eurovision Pops inside like the Ballet Pop style? Okay, all right then. Well, I suppose the crossover will continue after that point. We have to focus on just the Miraculous side here, and naturally, a sleepover. Because if there is anything that one would want to do in Paris, it's stay indoors inside your friend's house. I mean, not gonna lie, you know, obviously, like, I compared this in the description to, like, setup wise, to like the Miraculous World, you know, movie series. Lagging here. Yeah, so the Miraculous World movie series. And yeah, some of them do play fast and loose with that format. I kind of feel like they decided they want to do like that kind of thing for their movie specials and have them all be based around like one particular location. You know, as starting off with like New York, then I believe it was Shanghai next. By the time they got to Miraculous World Paris, because obviously Paris is just where they live anyway, that was the Shadybug and Claw Noir specifically. So that was all that was all to do with, you know, that kind of plotline of the alternate universe circumstance. Then Miraculous World London featured London for very, very briefly, like not much at all, and then was mostly a time adventure that didn't have anything to do with like actually seeing anything of London or experience anything related to London. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure like all the Shanghai locations were fictional, but that's not, and the New York ones, but that's not really the point. It's like, oh, what does this, like, you know, what does like this city in this part of the world look like in this universe? And the Tokyo one, they went back to their roots. They even changed the animation style to do something, you know, very much different, which I wholly appreciate. But yeah, for a while they sort of lost their way in the middle there, which feels like what we're doing here, where it's like, yes, we've got a little bit of like, you know, Paris time, but not really. It's just because last episode was called like Vienna, this one's Paris. We've got to keep to the format. It feels a bit like that, which is a shame, especially because again, the Miraculous World Paris one was the one where uh where they lost their way from it and didn't do much else that was new. Partly again because like they had already explored Paris so much in the show. Which brings me to another point actually about that. They've explored Paris a lot in the show. It's not like it's not like, you know, Miraculous is devoid of mentions of very real locations inside of Paris they could have gone to. Like, I don't know, at the very least, you could have like that office back and have like the Tower of Montparnasse or something if you really wanted to. You know, like, if nothing else. So that feels like a bit of a missed opportunity. And also the sleepover aspect again with like Alina. That sort of feel like come out of nowhere. The episode seemed to be a little bit about like, you know, distracting Sophia. and yet the episode was about like another royal family, or like that, or the story was about another royal family.
I'm lagging.
So yeah, I think the middle portion sort of like lost me a bit, and also this last portion almost would have felt like better served, I think, in the next episode. Like we see like their plan at the start of what they're doing, or maybe we see them teleport away, and we know they got kidnapped by the bunglers potentially or whatever. We don't know why yet, but then we find out. But then we find out that the next episode what the actual plan is or what's going on. That could have worked, I think. Also, Bon is lagging, so he'll be right back, assuming we don't finish the episode before that. So your best designs of bad style, yeah, and they're just like members of a circus. So the bunglers are gonna kidnap them, make them like actually become part of a circus, I suppose. Yeah, I'll work on the edit now. I'll convert the file in the meantime. So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, edit was again. He chose like a background that seemed like an authentic like Paris background for a little bit. He seems to, but even then, this episode relies a little bit on coincidence in terms of like finding like Alia. She doesn't really like have much to do in the episode itself, other than just like kind of like show up for cameo purposes and nothing else, which sort of feels like why even like include? Well, I guess you just include that scene so we can see her, or we can like have them point directions to the boulangerie pâtisserie, which is again not what it's called. So yeah, I don't know. But that being said, I can see that Jonny is still like is thinking more about not making these sadness plots like as obvious, having people actually address these moments when the stakes are low, because not like during a mission or anything right now. It's their downtime. They've got time to process what's actually happened, or to distract Sophia so she doesn't think about it directly. All of that. All of that can work fairly easily, yeah. But yeah, so it feels like Jonny's definitely still evolving, and crossing over the Ballet Pops might actually like help out with that. But yeah, this definitely still feels like a case of like we got rid of somebody at the beginning so they wouldn't like clog up the screen too much. We have another sleepover. The episode made me realize the sleepover format is being a bit overdone in Jonny's recent videos. There are definitely other ways you can go about expressing flashbacks. You could even just have episodes that are flashbacks. You could do like, or even like, short like origin episodes that are supplementary to the actual content. You could do something like that and not have to worry about having to do sleepovers constantly, nearly like every other episode, it feels like. That would probably help out. This now, do the edit without me, I'll watch and chat. I'm intrigued for sure if I should have ever aired. I don't know if it's the first one. I don't think it's the first one actually, but it's definitely the newest one. So let's go ahead and see. So it's one of those edits with the multiple transitions and such. I see. What song is that, by the way? It sounds like it's very, very corrupted. But I tell you what, at the very least, I'll say this: that when those edits used to be everywhere, they're mostly just like random PNGs that turn into themselves or whatever. That actually seemed like it was properly put together in terms of what was I gonna say? Yeah, it does like it actually feels like a montage. all from one video. So yeah, I like that one. Yeah, keep them coming. I don't know. Do whatever you want, obviously. Improvements to grow for Jonny. There's always room to grow when everyone sleeps after all. Yeah. Oh, do your PNG next. Okay. Hold on, I didn't know you had a PNG. I don't see anything that you sent as a PNG, by the way. Oh, sorry, no, you mean like do the PNG is like for the edit, not meant that you do like put down the screen. Okay, yeah, never mind. Do transitions again. Do the DVD logo screen. That's enough of an edit right there. Why not? Oh wait, no, hold on. This is the edit for Bond. Profile picture, DVD logo screen movement, moving up in the world as the soundtrack. There you go. That's the edit right there. Rate it from 1 to 10. Oh yeah, you're still new around here. I am very bad at like rating things out of 10 because if I do that, I'm very inconsistent. Like some people used to, some guests used to come and like do like grades or something for particular videos. And I'm like, I have no idea. I just like put out, things I like and things I don't. So I don't know. As far as edits go, I don't know. Maybe like a conservative 7. Because I mean, it's way better than some of the stuff I've seen out there, especially like back in the day when people used to do like the PNG edits constantly. The music I was like slightly put off by. I don't know what those that goes too much involved in that. So yeah, I don't know. That's my conservative number right there. But maybe it is just Dirty Crushes. Yeah, I've seen a lot of skeppy ones actually. So there you go. Oh yeah, I guess there's one PNG that there's one Bond PNG I can put on screen right there. There you go. There you go. All right, that works. Okay, so I think with that, that's a good place to wrap things up. So, hope everyone actually enjoyed this one, and I suppose you know what? Comment down below your favorite anecdote from a sleepover. That's gonna be completely random, and did it actually ever resolve itself? But otherwise, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.